Hello everybody, HunterGT here, just doing a quick video review, 24 years late I suppose, on the Garrett Scorpion Gold Stinger. 1991, Garrett came out with this, marketed as a gold detector. Take a quick look at it. Have the stock 5x10 coil. Excuse the duct tape there on it. I have a coil cover on it, but it is a little loose. Got that from Kelly Co. It does slip off. It's great coil cover. It just is a millimeter too loose or so, so I just got a little duct tape around it. We're going to run over just some air tests here today, some discrimination on some coins, foil, hot rock here, a gold ring. Just take a look at it. I know some people are interested in older machines, some people aren't. You know, they want the latest and greatest, but for those people out there that want to take a look at something a little bit older here, we're going to take a rundown of the Garrett Scorpion Gold Stinger. So let's take a look at the face here. Top right dial, we have depth. That turns the machine on. You can think of that as your sensitivity as well. Bottom right, ground balance. That is a 10-turn ground balance knob. So if you're all the way to the right or left, it will take you 10 full revolutions to reach the other side, whichever side you're on. So right next to that, we have the retune button. We'll go over that in a little bit. Triple switch there for all metal, TR discrimination and motion discrimination. Bottom left you got the audio, which is a 10-turn audio knob as well. Right above the audio you have the auto and manual switch to change the machine from automatic to manual settings. And top left you have the discrimination knob. So we're going to take a run down, turn the machine on here and take a look. I'm going to start it off in motion discrimination. We're going to take a look at the discrimination settings I have for it. If you look at it about between 6 and 7 there, you'll see the little arrow that Garrett places on there. That's their standard setting where they want you to set it in the manual basically. I find all the way up to that arrow is nothing. Basically from 1 to 6 or 1 to 7 there's no discrimination that takes place, and then from 7 onwards it rubber bands like crazy. It'll just start knocking things out left and right. So I don't know if you can see the dot where I have it on the dial there, right about where 8 is. I have it, and we'll show you what that discriminates and why I use that. I'll run down my reasoning, I guess. So let's take a quick look here. We'll turn the machine on. We're going to hear a quick battery test. Usually run my sensitivity right about the 9 o'clock position. They have an arrow there as well that they like you to set it at, but I run it just a little bit past that. Alright, you hear the audio tone there. It is inside, so it's picking up a little bit of magnetic interference here, EMI. So I usually run it right about where I can hear it there. Not too much chatter going on actually. I got lucky with this one. I've heard that these are pretty chatty machines. This one isn't terribly bad. I mean, it can be if I'm by power lines or something, but let's run it on discrimination. I want you to show you here. I got the the dime, the penny, and the quarter. Those are separated because that is what it will pick up. So let's look at the dime here. Not really going to go over the ruler. I'm sorry, let's get the camera going here. I'm not going to go over the ruler just yet. I'll do that in all metal for the depth test. But as you can see, I mean, it's picking up the dime clear at 6 inches with discrimination on. Let's try the penny. Yep, no problem at 6 inches. And the quarter. No problem at 6 inches. Even out at 7. Really faint at 8. I wouldn't even, 7, definitely 7. Don't want to cheat anybody here. Now all of this is discriminated. No nickels, no pull tabs, no itty bitty pieces of lead here, no iron, no gold, no foil. We'll see what the hot rock does. So I want to show you what happens with the nickel. Nothing. Up close, really, I mean, if I scrape it, you start to get something there. Pull tab, same thing, real close. Yep, out here, nothing. Now of course when you discriminate pull tabs, what else do you discriminate? Gold rings, gold anything. So right up on the coil, yeah, it'll pick it up. So I'll hit something on the surface, you know, but anything even at an inch or 2 inches, nothing. I'm not going to dig it. iron. Discriminates that as well. And a piece of foil here, Reynolds wrap, whatever you call it, foil. Now that picks it up at about 1 inch, 2 inches, 3 inches, and it disappears, 2.5, 3. So not the best foil discrimination compared to the other objects there, but not bad. That's usually what I run it at if I go to my local park or something where I know that there's a ton of trash, a ton of pull tabs, a ton of items. I just say, you know what, nickel, sorry, you're out. Just not going to find you. So I'll take these 3. I'll take the quarter, the pennies, and the dimes. And this is usually how I run it when I go coin shooting with it. Yeah, not the best setting, I guess. I don't know. I'm new at this, so this is what I use. I figure, you know, I'm just getting rid of the nickel. And yeah, the ring hurts. Don't get me wrong, the ring hurts, but I just figure, you know, I live in Colorado, so if I really want the gold, I'll use my sluice box. I'll take this and I'll go find some nuggets with it. Try to anyways, you know, that's the key word is try. And when I want to go coin shooting or hit my parks up or the schools or something like that, I'll just run with these 3. I mean, I just have to rule out buffaloes in my future, I guess. So, alright, so there's the discrimination. I'm going to switch it over to all metal here. I'm not really going to go over a TR discrimination because I have to have a ground balance for that, and can't really do that inside. If you guys want a follow-up video, I don't know how much interest there's going to be on this. Like I said, it's a old machine, 24 years old now. You guys may not like this video at all, no response, so this will be it. But if you guys want to see it, I'll take it out in the backyard. Let's see here in my backyard, it's a work in progress. But I got a pile of river rock right there, some sand laying out, tons of weeds. So yeah, so I can go out there and, you know, ground balance on some rock, some sand, hide some things in there if you guys are interested. If not, I just won't do it. So there we go. So here we are in all metal. It is a little chattier in all metal mode. There's nothing I can really do about that. That's not too bad. If it's ground balance, that's a lot. You don't really hear that. So, I mean, you'll hear it, but it's not so wavy. It's not with those peaks and valleys that you're hearing if it's ground balanced properly. So, this one actually ground balance is okay. If you look on the internet, forums and whatnot, there's a history of this thing with a love-hate relationship, I guess. A lot of people have problems ground balancing it. This one ground balance is okay for me. I mean, I have no issues with it. Even had a veteran buddy of mine take a look, and he said it ground balances very well compared to other Scorpions he's seen. He's used 2 others, and he said he had issues ground balancing those as well. He said he doesn't know if this one maybe is an older model, right before they discontinued it and brought out the AT Gold. So who knows? But maybe I got a late model Scorpion here, but it ground balances fairly decently. Right now, of course not. It's sitting up on a counter. But let's run over a depth here. Picking up the camera there if you can hear that. So let's run over a depth of a few things here. Got the ruler out. You're just going to have to deal with that real quick. Got the ruler out there. Got it marked off to 10 inches. It doesn't pick anything up significant past that. So let's start off with the dime. Definitely hear that at 6. Definitely at 7. Drops off at 8, so we'll call that 7. Put that right here. And the penny next. Try not to swing it too fast, trying to imitate how the coil would go. I know a lot of guys in these videos just real quick like that. Try not to do that. So picking it up at 7, still at 8, disappears at 9. Definitely hear that at 8 though. So we'll go right there at 8. Alright, let's go to the nickel next. Eight, okay, 8.5, yep. 9. Still hear it at 9. Can hear it at 10. But we won't push our luck, so we'll say 9. Let's go with the quarter. 6 okay. 7, 8, and drops off at 9, so we'll say 8 there with the pin. And the pull tab, God's greatest creation. About 9 with the nickel. Small woman's ring, 10 carat. Eight. Yeah, it drops off at 9. Definitely hear it at 8. We'll say 8 there. Rusty nail. I notice if I hold it sideways, it doesn't do much. If I point it towards it like that long ways, it picks it up way out here. So I don't know what's a better test. I guess it depends on how you find it. So if it's pointing straight up and down, about 8. Foil. It loves foil. Clear out to 10, no problem. And even hear it at 11. Drops off at 12. Definitely hear it at 11. So we'll put it right between 10 and 11 there. And then look at this. I don't have any small gold, but I did at the lake. I found small little bit of lead here. Somebody was using sinker, I guess casting their own sinkers out at the lake. So tiny piece. Doesn't even register on my scale. I got a gram scale, goes down to 0.1. Registered a couple other objects at 0.1, no problem. This thing does not register, so we'll see if it picks this up. Figure if it picks this up, it's going to pick up gold that size. So let's find out. Oh, let's back the camera up here. So yeah, picking it up real close. You got to be real close, about an inch. Yeah, still 2 inches. Barely at 2, a slight hum, but at 1, and you know, right on the coil, no problem. So it will find gold, you know. Oh, just dropped it, but you saw it. So that and bigger, it's gonna find it. So oh, there it is. So there, I mean, that piece of lead there, if that was gold, it would definitely find it. So pretty tiny stuff. So alright guys, and last thing, I saw a couple of people on the forums, you know, talking about a hot rock. When I say forums, I'm talking about TreasureNet. Check them out. It's a treasure hunting, metal detecting, prospecting forum. It's the only one I'm a member of. Great community. It's a huge community. Too much for me to keep up with. But, you know, I got my sections that I participate in. Pretty new member there. Pretty new member to this hobby. Picked up this Scorpion actually on Craigslist just in January, February. So real new to this hobby. Take everything I say with a grain of salt. I'm just going over the things I know here with this Scorpion. But yeah, TreasureNet. Google that. It's a great forum, great community. Really like it there. So, but anyways, on that forum, I saw a couple of people talking about a hot rock. One guy had said, "Oh, you know what? I've heard about these hot rocks. What are they?" Well, this is it. As you can see, I smashed this one open to see if there's anything groovy inside. There's not. It's all iron. It is magnetic, so you get these black spots in it. See those black spots? That is what turns into black sand. If you take a piece of that off in your driveway and smash it with a hammer, it powders up into really fine, I mean, almost like when you have powdered graphite, really fine. So that's where your black sand comes from. No gold, unfortunately, inside this rock, but let's find out what it does across the detector here. So that's what I was hearing at the river. That's what I was hearing at the Arkansas River here in Colorado. And there are a ton of rocks like this, but most of them are rusty. I mean, most of the rocks that look like this, I mean, they're rusty as that nail there. If you had a cut in your hand, boy, you'd need a tetanus shot if you picked up one of those rocks. They were red and rusty, so I knew I could spot them on the side of the river when I hit them. This one didn't have any rust on it, and it was real smooth. You know, it's real smooth on this side. I know it's been underwater for years and years. Flooded here the year before last really bad, so I know that this rock's been, you know, hundreds of years, thousands of years, who knows, underwater to be this smooth, but no rust on it at all. So I took it home with me. I said, you know, I'll crack it open at home, see what it is, but nope, all iron on the inside. Nothing special, but there's a hot rock for you guys. Sets off your detector just like that. So I'd show that for you guys. Alright guys, well, that's the Garrett Scorpion Gold Stinger. Got the 5x10 stock coil on it, the Gold Hunter Crossfire coil. Also comes with a 3x5 elliptical like this, a 4.5 concentric, and I believe an 8.5, a 10.5, and maybe even a 12. I'd have to check on the 12, but they did come with bigger concentric coils that are great for coin hunting actually, but they stopped making them early in its life for some reason. They wanted to market it as a gold machine, so they stripped it of those other coils and just really shot for the ellipticals, the 5x10 and the 3x7, unfortunately. So that's the only coil I have. I don't know if I ever upgrade to a new coil. I'll probably just put that towards, you know, a Gold Bug Pro or a F19, F70, F75, something like that in the future is what I plan on upgrading to. But yeah, it's a fun machine so far. I like it. It is older technology, you know. No, it's not a Gold Bug 2. It's not a Mine Lab. You know, it's not the new 7,000 GP or whatever it is for $12,000. You know, no, it's nothing like that. It's a 1991 is when they came out with this, and it is older technology. It is what it is. So, but it's a fun machine. Is it great? No. Is it good? Absolutely. Is it fun? Absolutely. So saw these on eBay for a, geez, one just ended for $185. The guy got it. As of last month, there was one that went for $161. I traded mine on Craigslist for about $250 worth of ammunition and other goodies for a guy. Both of us happy with the trade. I've seen a lot of these on eBay for about $300. So that's what they usually average at on eBay, is about $300 used. But lately there's been some great steals. Like I said, one guy got one just yesterday for $185, and a month or two back for $160. And that's a great deal on it. I mean, I'd jump on it and probably buy a second one for that price. So yeah, I value mine at about $300. Works great. No issues with it. You know, I don't know if I plan on selling it. I mean, if someone made me an offer or something, I might consider it for, you know, $300 or so, or a trade. But yeah, I love it so far. Do plan on upgrading eventually. Not something I'm going to keep, or I mean, you know, I may keep it forever, but not something I'm going to use as my main coin machine or anything like that. When I go camping, grab this, throw it in the truck, head out camping, go find some gold perhaps. When, you know, hit up the city parks, take a Fisher, Tesoro, something like that, whatever else. But alright guys, I'll keep it short here, don't want to babble on too long. Garrett Scorpion Gold Stinger. If you like the video, let me know. I'll take it outside in some sand and some rocks and bury some coins and junk, and we'll take a look at its depth to see how it drops off from air to dirt, if you like. If not, no worries. Like I said, not the newest machine, I understand. So take care guys. Peace.